Edubako live on Promise 102.7. Live on Facebook at Promise and Oye Passports. A new page. Say ya create striker at the whole semeba. Live Oye Pa Radio and I show no so live Promise Television. Ebraso ya tena sibiam ya good yemunsem dime free sam ya kopim se no nsia bebody ene entena afisem ene amano ne nsem ya boaboa no ye de dime ewo dwumadi ne so ye sorry a news at 6 ene beba Eugene Adu Poku striker atena se odi dwumadi no eto aso ede amamo
so la kwaba
mejo so boss
bibia boko de
nyame adom bibia e fine
nyoma ekoso kama
bibia ekoso bibia
abrabo mu ye
nyame adom
ewie so ye fine
medase
o combination na efe
medase pa boss
say we the office on we lead
oh there is a head
mo lead mo say o do nsa e we aduane na se na born again to nche na o tafre na no no nya bi obedi
e dey all crowd say e ba ile si o che idin mi bi so na heading kakra o na me fa yi kakra ndi
ono no ni sika e ya de foforo
okay
menya ne story bi e come sabe 4 days ni
ne
me koji permission woni pa no ho say metimi release a na mabomode na me release nti enche sa story no ebeba say the solo kan no ye be story sunu nsia na uje say new page ni say
Oyerepa and Promise Sports
Oyerepa and Promise Sports
and no enye end but end symbol the ISA 80 no
okay
anti no ye Oyerepa and Promise Sports a new page
okay
ya creative for both Oyerepa Today Sports and Highway Sports
okay
after so Oyerepa Sports original page no hinya challenges kakra no
okay
anti a new page about
Oyerepa and Promise Sports
yes
okay we want to create here
edem say on say you hona
enye born again there
David we that kin create here
but so omo 2 days na twam
say omo dey retrieve old one and dey twam cry am omo grace period cry omo into but egu so betumi aba
okay program no ekoso no betumi do contribution afa ho Oyerepa and Promise Sports o search ewo Facebook a onsa ebekan na afi wonsem a wonyina wo de afa onya honko saa so na akọ Promise Radio on Facebook a eho ubenya ye na afi wonsem a wonyina no wo de ababedan ye enwumre ewo Highway Sports dwumadie no eso ebeka simadu ama no nsia aboso ebebie ahomatofo ne de ato tro number ne to na breni du a watimi afre 05361610607 05361610607 and 05361788883 na wafre na so wonsem a wonyina no wabomodin ede aguo ede amaye aha Promise 102.7 o share live on TV a Promise TV team of producers omutaya chi emawie yede agudemu nsem eba ye Samuel K Mensa Sasu na Solomon Kata born again Chirematin Clementino the darling boy and afi the sports lawyer Baba Isa na mamiesi omo ene taya chi amabobo nsem na no se yemfa emiguo emfa emamo abadwafo ni nyina ewo fi ha obeti Alhassan Said Zakito enka Sasu na se Obed obeti nka afi captain Siasia na bafo wa the danger man ono so obeti nka yebefie after amano ne nsem ni bi a yebetwetwe ho nkomo ewo dwumadie so Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo o se coach ani diede Abubakar Watara onye matremakwe enye trial law coaches ni bia we try and tested onim de oye eno former board member edemazo folk Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo ne nsem awode atu edwa eno no kasamafo edema the Ghana Football Association Henry Asante Chum ono so edi atudwa se omo ka se Ghana football ewu no ba for transna brofi mi musa wona ya na pe brofi akase ka transe moma ne transe ma me wa na ba for no wan tena ho na picture na enyefe nti moma ne tena na me musa na se mi nti ma ne tena ho ba for obi ka se is shallow minded to say football is dead in Ghana. I said
just obi an adwene mu eye ha na obeka say Ghana football no ewu
na one ne ya adwene
number one, number two, we didn't go for including MPs, including ministers, including top football administrators, including senior journalists, including Ghanaians, our patronizing agrono, our GDA say Yabono, the Adronidia, a conning crutch.
Okay. It's yebedi no so ho enkomo. Baby any Gold Star supporters. So make come imagine the achieve cool from Poma so. And also ho nsem e wa ha ba for. I sincerely I'm not surprised. Because for the life of me, I just can't understand why Frimpong Manson did not start Apia McCarthy in that game against Kotoko. For the life of me, I don't understand. Na say na so mo game mo born no before mo ne Kotoko game no. Say Apia be mu second
half.
When no win here.
Say but Mr. Harika said the answer Frimpong Manson the next Gold Star supporters na.
There are players sir. There are some games, big games, your players are there for big games. Apia McCarthy is a big game player. Obemuno. So 15 minutes no last year no, he changed the face of the game. Just a performance at that time no ada. And I said score and bring an issue and be because I want to no one here. Apia McCarthy changed the compression of the game. Me boa will be or here game be near and can't tell me boa. For the life of me say I don't understand why Frimpong I see Apia McCarthy Bana should be playing for Kotoko. Me just me and so we Kotoko me field never host here ina. Apia McCarthy slot in perfect.
We and all African games and also air coso ewa Ghana honsem nyina ne bedi de ho enkomo ansana no nsia bo a ya sore so ama aye no nsia kase bo no aba beto aso twum akwaba twum member de Kumasi Asante Kotoko communication team ono so ewa ha anwumrei ye ne twum so ebedi enkomo ewo ye dwumadi so. Yes, I'm Obibia Kwaba Bim near no Bibia say Saudi Fidi ato a promise 102.7 and I for share live on TV a promise TV on Facebook a Oyepa and promise post we according to Solomon Carter Oyepa and promise post muso osechi wo Facebook and also onsa ebetimi aka entisima du idea ni media ye ko na afi nkofo nkro so ensem no yakwa akotie iwia na yaba na afi yaba bibiebie ensem no mu ede ama ye netiefo ene ahwefo mu etie
wada roma me pacho say ebia say about into attention but nana mafo say there's a promise there's a problem with the sound of the promise TV
no
I see it goes slowly sound he's talking about sound TV no.
Okay, me sure say technical for nati. Nti ombe no ma ye ho adwuma na yeda ase. Solo yenko.
Boss. Okay. Ya de kakra bi gu ho na afi ya to aso ede amamo na ya hu sede ensem no enso esi ekode a UEFA na awie ya omo confirm dia ma say next season 2024-2025 Champions League no new format no ebem na we no one friend is Swiss style. Yes, Enchechemuno say NT, ye moving from 32 teams, and they are called 36 teams in 2024-2025 UEFA Champions League. You know, now saying that 36 teams, and we know ranked by a single table. And to our table back so now the 10 year ye bet draw teams you know in 8 ports. Now 8 ports you know. Team bia ebebo 8 opponents so atio 8 opponents na 8 you know we nenye home na we bia mini solo FC akobo away enti ebebo home derby 8 now ye be draw ama home no only 4 bebo home na only 4 abo away sana hyehyɛ no enso esitie na bibia enso etumi akokama na eno na ye wi a teams a ebedi kan efi baako ekopem nwotwe automatically Womo ebe to me a qualify a room round of 16 mo na fe omo a ombeto so enkro akopim aduonu nan ya pe omo so na obia obewe ni sa 2-leg affair no one wa join him first 8 na omo aye 16 ya ball round of 16 no and so on na fe omo mbeka egu asien na se bese we no 25 to 36 position womo enso afri mu kra na eso womo nko Europa League womo nko Conference League enti next season said the UEFA Champions League format na be ye and the UEFA e confirm edi amaya ye de ho nsem no emamo ewo eye dwumade ne so wo mu chema quarter final semi final ne final ne de ensakrae bia mai ebe home na way basis na fe ye iba kwa from na ba ko be ka no wa advance edi akwana animu a eno so ho nsem no enti ye se obebo 8 matches 4 home 4 away na fe ye wi omu to so first to 8 aqua round of 16 automatic woman be 9th to 24th ye be pair more against each other round robin woman be qualify be join first 8 no ma bomb quarter final na bibia enso akokama e dia mo a enum UEFA o ma se de free hoba na no ada wa bra Barcelona ene Atletico Bilbao game no eto dwa no wunim sa Frankie de Jong me ba cho eye ka ba ko e ba go pramane so we ne ye de players pra e be form free so ni nyina ne se Frankie de Jong e twist in the lateral ligament and e se ne nine si form no e se e ba ne nine so sa o twist na akwa ama ye say yes wanya sprain e won the right ankle enom ayara ho sameba ediama Barcelona bobo korinyo no nkwa Pedri enso prior wonu so nya right quadriceps injury na we no e free ne sre anase ni sisi ho e fa ni 9 fani mu ediaba from ne ho ena Pedri injury no ewo na unim se na area ya Barcelona akotwa mrantie mienu ne scan ama scan no e determine se bosume baako womu mienu womu ntimi nsia kan enfama Barcelona womu bobo konti Frankie de Jong any Pedri out for 1 month ewa Barcelona womu bobo konima games e di omani mo mbebo ni nyina no enya di amrante no ebetumi abobi eti amateam ani din eti FC Barcelona Rafael Leo ana yese di teams no chese obia link Rafael Leo to PSG ni nyina ne se abrante ani din enso de eye Kylian Mbappe lotin wo free PSG akopie mo Madrid enti obia already Rafael Leo na eye best replacement edema Kylian Mbappe na wie ya Rafael Leo ni Corsesa eye Italy ko akrata ba ko woni o makotwetwe nkomo na Rafael Leo already to just say no ni future no eye very clear ni nyina ne se oye Milan player no koso a atena Milan o se oye under contract for the next 4 years na ogidie ese AC Milan ene ball no Rafael Leao e ma ni duru baabi a wadui e duru baabi na emu aya dene e diamo no Rafael Leao na so Milan omo antona ntwe no munya gidie e woni mo enti opesa o win with Milan bobo kono enti ese ni focus no e o AC Milan enti PSG links ni nyina no enkrofo ento entwene Rafael Leao Samoa woni Corsesa ko akrata no akotwetwe nkomo a yeri kakra emamo ewo eye adwumade ne so ma yenko FC Bayern Munich wo ma so wunim se nyame adom ochena big game no eba so Lazio and Bayern Munich and ebo UEFA Champions League when your second leg round of 16 tie and eba so na Lazio winning first leg by 1-0 na eniji sameba edema Bayern Munich ne se ene ewo training ground so final training session mo ye no Leroy Sané, Alfonso Davies, and a face Serge Gnabry, ye picture mo, ewo training grounds up, womo full training, ete ama Bayern Munich, Bobo Koninti, Yami Adumochina, players ibetwe Sakai, ete ama the Bavarians, wabro money Lazio game no, and also etime toja, and also some medasu Bayern Munich ase, O'Reilly Dindi Carl Hems Reminiga, where supervisory board member, former CEO. And my Bayern Munich global colo now on also then I know to Bayern Munich what troubles I saying one facey when said last weekend Bayern ebo draw wa bro man to me I win na Remini Ganadi to just say or GDA say players or Bayern no woman in Ray was see where players are more or less hunger next as a common shot and diobo when your players are more bobola who so many brepe so mu bibi na ono dio ware shemu ese next year eniema besesa na omo mbebo no ogidie ese omo betimi abobo na ni breso unlike omo asese omo bona enom eye former CEO Edma Bayern Munich Karl-Heinz Rummenigge wanu so nsamo odi tudwa edi for Bayern Munich wɔn team no ho na mefiri hɔ a mede m'ani kyerɛm ɛwɔ Manchester United wɔn bɔbɔ kɔ no so yɛ na Man United players no ɛne ɛsi ebi akɔtwitwe nkɔmɔ kakrakra na wɔn tie ne yie paa every season where uram Man United team ni mo a wɔn anya 47 different injuries 3 players per and a season where wɔn nya injury Man United bobo korimu Bruno Fernandes Alejandro Garnacho and afa Diego Dalu wɔn kwani players wɔn prayer we wɔn free ma players akanyina no must suffer various injury setbacks now. Yes, the players ni be according come on, no. A Manchester Evening News now reported as a players ni GDS Eric Ten Hag ne running demand no e can be any players ni prepare. Yes, the coach ni bad training amasa. Wamuche Usain Bolt ni Asafa Power. Mo ayese omuntu mirika ene ube tu mirika tu wo ko ha na ko ha. Ni nya ni se coach ni GDS wo bobo a wasa brain nyina no. Wo ye running dodo na wo chase ball no. Enti training grounds on form wan chomo. Yes, I can't be na ma players yi. Wo mu prepare en komo players ni bi. Eno ma bonti o mu didi. Yesu enya bia ye de mamo. Ewo Taya Jumadia ni so no so ewo sem kakra eba yetima mo ewo Jumadia ni so na wiai eno no maminko Bayern we no Real Madrid wo mu bobo ko ni mo na unim se wa bra Valencia any Madrid game ne basu weekendi ama game na end 2-2 Madrid say let go and so referee ogina sa game Joe Manzano watches obona be kran sana ball no eto na Jude Bellingham any so call a referee and oko yusu F word no edema a referee no and say what the F was that na say ogds a referee no ball no nankani so hwese no mani Tottenham and san obepo apon enti ne F word o yusu ma referee e ma nya red card e was a game ni mo awiai Madrid bobo kono wom so be appealing red card ban no na omo yusu Mason Greenwood defense na ye come in Greenwood defense obi be say den enche Hetafe ne Rayo Vallecano ebo game e La Liga ni mo ye twa Mason Greenwood e ma ball no oko jaito na referee na nje foul no expect ese referee ne beje foul e ma Mason Greenwood e yusu F word no e ma referee no e ma ye ma Mason Greenwood red card na ye say decision ne kwa appeal no wo mo ball red card ni tugu ani nyina ne say na panel ni GDS say Mason Greenwood Cambrofo na F-word ne de okwa England enya atem didie enti Madrid so mo gina Greenwood de ne so na mo de appeal Edema Jude Bellingham wabro mo so mo hwe ese e be overturning the red card no na yesi appeal na anye successful unim say next game Madrid ebo Celta Vigo next week and as a game ne ba so na mom say Madrid appeal na anye successful Celta Vigo game no Jude Bellingham ebe mesi no amisi game ba ko enso de akanwa eno deba ye dimamo ewo dwumadie ne so Sofiane Amrabat we player Edema Fiorentina or ball alone Edema Man United na enkoma ekoso ni ezi Fiorentina 40 omo honom no wo mo bonyo Sofiane Amrabat ne form no ni nyina ne so mo gidi ese ekwan akwa no wo bobo na nso ni na se ne transfer value na eba form enti so ma he ya ebia Rabat ebesa ba Fiorentina wo beba no na sika wo se de tono ekotim fu from akake to abi na omusi na anu ada ekwan akwai eko ball mistake Emma Erling Haaland eko share third goal editor Manchester United no womu Fiorentina womu are very worried about Sofiane Amrabat ekwan obobo any ni situation Manchester United man you are Canada SS season here and there enya the obligation to buy no womu trigger sa clause no Amrabat in the contract ma player no Ebesa return akọ Fiorentina no akọtwa so eje amomo a eno kakra free player no na so ye ba Daniel Di Rossi ena Roma say omo fa adwen say ombema no long term contract onim say ye ka so me ha kire after the sacking of Jose Mourinho ema season no emra na wie ye nanso Juma Daniel Di Rossi ba ye wabebo no said the NT season ya Roma offer the best at 3 to 4 year contract. No Twaso as head coach. Edema Roma. Womu Bobo Kono last game of boy. Watch a chili a kind night at the Swa Monza. Emo Mubako and so Hodoma Daniele Di Rossi. Ni exploits AS Roma. Bobo Konoma and in a long term contract. Nanyama and so akoye eje amano ye jina Daniele Di Rossi in semne so na ye di amano ni semno asi ewo promise 102.7 way a highway sports and uguso awosha utie ewo promise television promise 102.7 live on Facebook Oyerepa and promise sports live on Facebook Oyerepa radio jumadie no etwaso ede amao
promise.
Welcome to 102.7 FM.
Okay, promise 102.7 FM. Highway Sports and wasugusu awutie no. Yeguso ye kwanen kakran. Kopem se eye no nsia bebo a ye be sori eye dwumadie no eso. Siasia ewa ha ba fowa ewa ha saso ena se Obed ewa ha ena Alasan Sai Zakito. Ono susu ewofia odi kan atitwum enka ono eye member ede makuma se Asante Kotoko communication team twum susu ewa ha okan ye ho ene anwumre yi ene ede highway sports jumedi no ede ebremo ma menyi messages kakra bi emfiri ho na afiyemra na yemfa jumedi no enhyehye so Richmond Bio or say watching and listening at Alaba Kantudu. Thanks to our coach Watara and his boys for the sweet victory yesterday and the nice training case by the Phobians. They should keep it up. What will Obed, a champion, say about the branding? And no a Richmond Bio, from Kantudu Alaba no de Abba. Michael Owusu AK. Harry told us that he will give us details concerning the visit of the new force leader. Kwame Bedi Akon Chada.
Promise Radio. Nyamina aka.
Samuel Kofo na me de to aso no. Okay. Concerning him being appointed by Menchia to work for Asante Kotoko. He told us about Newmont, but it never materialized. Bavo Oka Chada Asimbia no pay.
Saturday no.
Saturday no. Okay.
Saturday no.
So more channel say also be more details of the visit, you know.
Onya Butre. A lot is happening behind the scene.
A lot.
And Chada visit, you know, it is in twofold. Emu bia betimi aye adwuma.
It's in twofold.
One, say obetimi e the sponsorship abre kotoko. Ama kotoko enye sika omode bebo team no ho bra. 2 say a consortium he belongs to ebetima take over the management duties of the club Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Enti nimi enu nyina no ebi abetima si
1 year say obetimi the sponsorship
abre kotoko
and a 2 say our consortium bi oka ho
yes
betimi aba so mbe manage kotoko say ni nyina just opem so na de mom
say nkomodi na course o menhia no eno ma mienu am boss nyina no according to my men on the grounds no epiem
okay
the last visit at Menchia last week Friday and the last visit to Menchia last week Friday no the reason why Ogun Dasobre Nana Kontomponi afere hene were summoned to Menchia to have a meeting with him no na se omu nyina no obia area ohwe e wo club no mu no
obebrifi
Promise
Chada
102.7 FM.
That's an editing number no we no.
That the whole can dey. Na obi ba na ese mbebrifi ni bibi dey ase na ade no wanya wi ano no.
It explains why Chum will visit Accra this week.
Chum
no te hey.
Okwa Accra.
Obekwa Accra.
Akoye dey.
Okoye meeting bi.
Chum ko meeting.
Meeting bi na ojibo.
Onkwa Accra.
Opushi me anama ka wo. O yes ana pushi me
anama.
Meeting. Opushi me anama ko.
Ye ko hu se wote.
Opushi me anama kan.
Flight man na VIP bus ma
ya. So opushi me anama ko kan.
Week we ni Accra ko.
Uni Accra ko.
Na next week in so e.
Me ni Accra ko kra.
Tell us week. Ti week dey busa no.
Week next week mu twu Accra ko.
Okay, chum next week go Accra ko.
Da bijibu. Me ni mu nyina na wa.
Na go Accra ko kra nya mba so sese.
Ji won ba cho da ben na na amponsa be fi Europe back Accra.
Any dey minim.
Onim. Dem fan kon ko. Don't push me. Chum, don't push me. Chum, don't push me. Chum, I'm warning you for the last time. Don't push me.
Na asema wo kan ne. Asema wo kan be
and I'm saying, Chum should not push me. Asema me kan, I don't know what's the one. Some me blank. If I understand what I'm saying, he knows. Asem. What the young man say ya, me say.
Meeting the course of Friday no. O de kan wa asem me ba, ma yibi ba na me ha.
Me say. Some meeting a course of Friday no. I understand sponsorship. One of the reason why the meeting no course. But a takeover of Kotoko is also part. No me and a meeting discuss here. And as a meeting took a look at them. So when I want to bluff we can say because me person will be back what chairman some baby me from Saturday night show me na ma dim ko ma cross baby me dim ko ma ko baby because I say we hear me. Esi asema ehia me papa na we kra dey tete ho because deep you know e be nyina so e benya asema no to ho ye beti nti mupa ma mo fancy yen e to ho ye beti mu di sia ye beti uya bebe o bema enti jibo de etie no enti de se minua na ibusa na da roma onya abotre fufo no esisu na ye wa enkwan no ye no.
E do si meeting ko so da bay.
E ko so fiada. Meeting ko so fiada. E ma discussions ko so a on say picture bi pia abonten. Na ye nua say obeda da Roma. E na o ma picture no ye nsa ka bie.
Okay.
And it has gone viral.
Okay.
It has gone viral. People pick the picture and use
but
it.
But on say na same wo na same one na mo ko ma chada jesi no. Say eni Bible so mi nu kwa.
Oh,
okay.
Chum wonye o.
A whole brand for and na e kun say e say adwen say o ma kotoko ni management ni whole brand I ma adwen say obia o ye kotoko ni bia no say your ball league match obetimi aba say wontimi ma your past management member uti fi ba bia wo bia no say oni dinya bank ratem ko a kotoko say ye penkabo mu
I tried on your past management member
ono team no be fa ni feature da
ma no sie
okay team no be fa ni feature da
mane kana asem
ma no sie
wo no pe ko no wi ntem na wo che
obia
mo be tese why o ye kotoko ni no
because nyame adma china match betimi aka cho say e free be yawada no ebesi na enim panifo ni ministers ni DC bebra
akomo mo be
say omo sha kotoko DC na omo kotoko fon be so omo de
stadium
president ka enti e boya me atu e panifo bebre e de aben kotoko
okay
say the bia na e bu league match na say nya matches bia omo so betimi ayi omo kakra at least omo betimi ato take it omo betimi enema bebre de abo kotoko it whole brand new management na is adwene na
na o picture no hu bi
me hu bi
one picture ni bi
me hu bi
bon fa picture ni to TV ni so na amanfo hwe wanya hu news bi
ya jibo
ka te bibi hu kakra kire
ya say the enua harika no anya say the story na waka no me gina no wasiboni ana say me kase ni but the crime ni say e ohene and a free IMC for meeting but we duru ho no na say that ni team e ho dada
okay
no me no ohene e meeting dada it after meeting no IMC for the bewura mu and omo no
a picture
yes.
Okay
it's in commodie de no ohene ko di ye de obi ani mo wie na IMC for no so ye
there's a man ko ye meeting am
man ko ye meeting am so hwe ba bi o twa picture na hwe background for second gate o call chief of staff office one ba bi a cars ne park
na nye so mu wie o mu pia bontom church o so ye ntwa no
ha ko no mu nya nram sada mu ye o mu meeting no mo tie akire o mu wie no mu nyina twa picture nti de mo a picture ne ba bontin da se bari or the koye if anything the start na amount for train
ba for so ate
nti bibia ni
say the okay dey any dey make obi e Canadian ko because meeting na all can no when deny say Cheddar has been at Menchia. He has not denied that the meetings has gone on. He has not denied said the IMC were invited to Menchia. And I'm a boy. Now for correlation, no intimate connectiana.
Or no say.
What you know, so no what to say the mission mean we yin do be at
yeah ba monti abakasa to support us and I see a TBBS can be I say they now can say omo the report che me to so
so egu so
omo the report
say we raise expectation
omo the report ya fro omo sada ho na omo the report bia e call kotoko me fro omo nyina na omo the call one after
asa me kan tie see obia area ohwe no omo ko brief ye
omo anya meeting amom Sada ni meeting here.
Because so many meet Sada a meeting.
Sada also a president.
Sada no.
No be a president of Ghana.
Because Jibo dey meeting here say.
Unim musama.
Unim. Eche ese only the team no. Free baby a next week over Ashanti region. Eche so mo ebe sra menhia. Ba kotoko ho asem de.
Amaso.
In the be nkomo bi ankoso wosa.
Wanti.
Nkomo bi anu akoso for Sada ne kotoko. Bi anu akoso.
Wanti. Until ye.
Sir.
Communication team. Now the communication team. Until ye. No, until I mean, I say Obuano. Miss until ye. Because Obuano they are then.
There's a what to be more than.
Oh, that's the same day. You know, be out. What is so wrong? What Miss One Sama meeting. But I want to say, two areas and a point. One, either Cheddar and his team will eventually sort or seek for sponsorship for Kotoko. And now say a consortium he belongs to will take Kotoko and manage it.
I say me will be camper, but baby I'm tonight. Obey. Ozay.
So can you see Akabi?
Oh. Ozay. Oh, say be a winning baby. I'm moving can. Moving can.
Your hand can Saturday.
I been hurried the anchor can be chum to the anchor. I been kaka. I been hurried the anchor. And I been chum the anchor.
Minim the tatis in now.
Na ayi as I been chum the anymore. And a hurry second part in so no. A faka can no bet me a fa. Maybe a white done no a treat in the year. It's on the major. Aha, but Nebano. Enye from reports a minyano. Ode says Aquaba.
Yeah, no opening.
Maybe Aboko there.
No, me adubon.
And your milk also come.
Of course, yes. I'm cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the house for Nusu Busa.
You won't patch out. Why a friend on coffee boat?
Coffee boat.
They say where you will be a takumpa.
Yeah,
and on each other, so connection. Is coffee boat the guy from Prempo Upukuari? Okay, what about Kevin? Kevin was saying. And is that the name? I think I gave you the name that Saturday. One Kevin was saying. You know, because maybe these three people. Jibo, 2.5 years ago or 2 years ago, this story was done in this household. Timo Bia and Tonchino say 3 guys be. Omo ye Prempe no Poku are guys. Now, at that time, no so track.
Only idea about Kotoko Juma, especially. Obi aye as executive chairman and our board chairman. E dia taba bonti nyom na nya adwuma no.
Well, any dey media to ho.
And now say dey no.
Atwumuto nsu agu so no.
And as say susu no.
And nti atwumuto nsu agu.
And as say susu no. O he team say dey esi ko na. O he na ye team no.
Ai.
So tere me chana say. Nti obi beba e bia at the end of the season. But say pa there. Chada susu. Chada ya wo kana say was president of Ghana.
Oh. Who say who you say now?
They say TOT. What do you mean? I say busa question. What they fan say? Ene ana ochina. Ye each other as Kotoko executive chairman. Now so be join ambition now as president of Ghana nana.
They say as president of Ghana no one card akro.
Da ko say.
Da wo president one kind.
Na see e beto aba December ya.
Oh, Jibo. You see, asem we ho. Manu ye me do because baby me so me gather me sources if you know. I mean say I'm permitted to say it. Say nka adam mean say be issue aka. Ka me busa say ka me seek permission na ka ma beka.
Obi a wa kan say oba be ma briefing. The course of
so asem this particular issue I asem me ase manu ye me say me nka hu asa na me ka nye because I know as a matter of fact say the East Legon block.
Promise Radio, Nyamina Aka.
Who say mo push ni pass na mo dey ko ba bia. Oh.
East Legon
Block no. So we can we nim
East Legon dey mu dey.
Oh, you know them. You know them.
Club nana.
A futu akwa ama no ni no ma bi ni no ma ye dey be raise no.
Afa ni makai kofi boat.
Oh, afa ni wa kofi boat.
I say kofi boat ye ko ball. Ye ko ball em say. Ne ma mi o se ni bibia eye o kofi dua. Afa ni makai.
Afa ni kofi boat. Nti ma mpishi too much na botre. Asam na be buy kakra. Na
overru ni bibi fa wa yeso na akofa picture na buy.
On na ekofa buy.
Buy chum si na da yima status. E ho na akotwe free e. Ho na free.
But before some free now, come over with that cost.
Sir.
I will produce cash and producer. So yes, Kotoko, I don't from what I know, maybe I am seeing to us next season.
Yeah, some next season.
I say I am see the obi any say interim and you come. Picture under that so no.
From what I'm picking, I am seeing to us next season.
Okay.
A whole lot can.
Now next season you be a you. Say be June.
Yeah.
Near we season we. July, August, September. Near starting next season.
No Kotoko on interim basis. So there will be a guideline, a proper guideline, plan for Kotoko.
Next season.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, they chat about no.
Made name for sure say chat, but I know say there will be
Kotoko executive chairman, president of Ghana.
Oh, how possible? One of them.
I better than one of them.
One of them, and it's in common. You know, be a how my man to a book.
We are dealing with higher building or officer. Extremely unpredictable.
So I think to be told book
and found there one sabeka. You have and I will say bunny pop with you. I will can't say more with you to say asema can asema. So one show cast a new year. Now we are so emphatic. One here bribe bano. Say now Harika asema can 2 years to be a reminder no. Obe we actually no. Now Obi Baba reminder will say Emre say Obe can say ambassador. So you have to be careful. But what I know is that in some IMC, they are managing Kotoko on interim basis. So there will be a new direction for Santo Kotoko. A direction that will include infrastructure, a direction that will include a proper welfare of players. How if you can see my session your man, there will be that continuous project. Never come will be a DFA. That is what I can see. That is.
Okay. Chumada osa we be kana na ento aso.
Diwo David.
Oni we ka bi.
Bibia no mo ka ba kakra de me kakra de afa.
Na se we do ni mu we.
Ministry ka ba na me kan ya na e ho ana me gina. On se obusa wo ba di se ehe no nya picture ni free. Waka si media no so se e ho ana de me kan na be ho ana ko pick free. Which me say enya asema me mati
me pick no.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday na numere na Kotoko bobo.
Yeah.
And me twa bem.
Yeah.
Baby ana o gina no.
Yeah.
Unse na nana wo ho.
Yeah.
Na Ima was around.
Yeah.
Now there were other Kotoko personalities are no more. Tin common die bi na ekokọ so baby ana wa o gina no. If you ada ekọ VVIP gate ho no. Emu bi na etwe ma adwen si picture na dey mahu ne dada no so. Okay, about nkomo bia na akoso earlier that day. Sana memphis.
Report bia menyan say even a Friday match no. I say a Dr. Ogunkwadu stadium late.
Yeah, because of the meeting. My man,
I was the one who came.
Onye invite him. Beba Zaki to beba ma me fa. Beba on say me dey kan say sada ne ohine ye meeting we. And sana management in here. Eko. That was Friday now. It's a different meetings. After said that we na management no so eko akosi otumfo no. Ona omo ni twa picture. Ti said the eka so we late no. We late. Because that several crowd late. What you say? True. Yeah, and me a different meeting. And we are course or meeting him no. In some course between management and there ɔhene ka kyerɛ ɔmu nyinaa ɛne deɛ ɔmo so ka kyerɛ ɔhene nyinaa ekura yɛn a yɛbusa
Which
management
I will
deɛ
not
kɔɔ
doubt
so
because that day we
ɛnu de
that is why bia mimi pɛsɛ de ba
ɛnu de yɛ ka wɔ ha yi o
meeting kɔɔ so ɛde ɔhene kɔmɔ na ɔmu di ɛde nneɛma a wakyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo nyɛ ɛne adeɛ a ɔsɛ ɔmo nyɛ for now de ɔguide ɔmo nyinaa ɔte aseɛ
ɛnu nyinaa obi anka ho asɛm wɔ ha
eti mi deɛ kɔɔ so no ɛmfa sɛda sɛ ɔbɛfa team sɛ ɔbɛyɛ wɛ na ma kyerɛ mu kakra akyɛ supporters sɛ ɛmbɛn ho koraa ɛmbɛn ho a different meeting ɔbɛyɛ na
Dagi to na aka bibi.
House. I'm say Ogun by na mo say na dem ko so no tempa me ko du obe 4:30 something ko do stadium. Tina mo won tempa anti I realize say mo around 5. Ana mo say ne ga do keni Kikosi.
Asante Foku.
E de ne ka you know oba parking o na Ogum see and Ogum ra dressing room anti no Ogum place ne by cry later cry na and Ogum be draw around 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And Ogum be doing na me and I saw him clear.
Okay. Yate yento aso e. Obe so amanfo obusa questions so wakoka
obe ka me sebo na game di small video bi ama no
chada na
da bi na nya chada se chada de ye wi
na de
kan be se me oyi ade bi na me
na twen edu ana mama kwa no
ma se be na aba
has for no omo say one they say dey na be kan for watara ho o ka se nsu atrama game no na ye match a o be se wo hwe se watara obetia ye adwuma na so ntimi nya adwuma no na two na wo kan about branding na de ohun no ye Sunday ni wo nsu atrama no dey na be kan dey fa.
Okay, I think I have to go back and check things well. So watara tade a na ehye se no hye or say normal tade so they should be specific on brand and cry they want me to answer. And I started with Sisi na me kan Sisi asem na the na me kan ye say ya can have to focus sign foreigners until ya make say papa ne ba na kan they don't want to focus.
The woman say watara asem no.
But let me start with Sisi.
But they can watara dem ebusa na kan.
No, watara so far so good. Untimi take it.
The match no ko winning Sunday na fe they are convinced so be
no convince them nya.
But say odi nso atrema match ne kan.
So far so good. Nso atrema asem am kan say there is a standard. It was a depleted hard to focus setup. Has to be born more than question nso atrema. The whole of last season so atrema match ba come Lucy was against hard to focus. So to maintain the standard as all can now repeat it. Now say we repeat here it gives you a good start. And the man who said they are against RTU, among the worst performing away side in the Ghana Premier League. It wasn't a flash in a pan. But to say coach, I convince you, and it's the next big thing for her to focus. You need more matches. In the coming days, we need Abaso, especially a coach at first half, who got down by 1 goal. Then you make changes, you get your second half on point. Or by now 46 minutes, no Babeshe. No, when you a comeback in an away game, a club like Hard to Focus, extensively in the away matches on your idea. Also has away issues in a stretch here to the extent say, Umbaba Kumasi cried, they were even struck with the exception of a movie nomina against Bechip. Olympics draw, Kotoko lose, and almost shape team of any Bechip. So if you get that result, sir, what's starting my glimpses? Oh, ma, and your man getting the signs, especially a kind of winning fast by coming back. Getting your substitutions right, getting your tactics right, reading the game, your ability to read the game and turn things around. We will give you credit for that. But to say just that game, you're enough to turn things for how to folk. And I say, yeah, this time basis say this is the man idea. I think all how to folk fans will be fair to us. Say they should have time, Kakra.
You say Watara should go and win.
And he won.
Judge him based on that.
And he won. And he abon abaso. Yes, he won. A call fast winning, you know. Yabon abaso.
Or say you said Watara should go and win, and you judge him based on that. Stephen Koku.
Mema semina American, you see. Has share RTU here now. And near Chim say, has a share RTU. Yababo mabaso, or my idea. Nemo soon reading meanings be bringing to wait, no. That was where I was coming from. Because after RTU game, no, I'm out for starting man in names. I'm saying, no, wait. You're going to be so at mine. Near progressively. How he will improve the team, the quality of the players, the defensive issues. And Jibo Ebia Nyene, But one day I'll talk about the cracks. I've been who Watara first 2 games, which is expected. Coach
cracks.
Of course. Look at how House of Folk consider their go against in Swaterman.
Okay.
Go ahead, go on.
Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu, a former board member at the House of Folk, or say, Coach Abubakar Watara, Onyama Tramakwe, where you coach or you tried and tested. Now, or share House of Folk supporters for Bo. Say, Omunya Abutre, Edema coach, we are, Omunya ma papa, our Edema House of Folk team.
I was impressed. You can see that there is confidence about the boys are coming back. Now, secondly, I noticed also that there is cohesion. They are now playing as a team. And thirdly, they are now gelling very, very well. And I think that is a great lift for the team. Footballers are quite interesting people to handle. Some might be doing their best now so that they catch the eye of the coach, which is one thing I've noticed. Now, the coach with the experience he has definitely knows exactly what he's doing. Now, if you watch carefully too, he's been able to come out with his first team. If I will say so, you follow me. He can rely on. It's not a question of just to coach, to borrow the words of the president of the FA, Max Ryamakwa. You know, he's bringing boys. He has confidence in them, and through that, he's trying to put in place, let's say, 14 boys or even 9, if not 10, that he can rely on, and that is a very good sign. Club has always been working well. In fact, once again, I have to mention Toby Afedesnet. You'll be surprised. I personally first wasn't convinced when I read the CV of the coach. I discussed it with him at length, but later on, the two of us sat down and he explained certain things to me, and I was convinced. So the coach was brought in, and he has proven himself, he's proven himself, very good coach. So we thank God for that. Now, we were a goal down, and when they came back from the races, they quickly, within a minute, equalized. And then you saw the sort of play they put in. They definitely played better than their opponents in the second half. As far as I know, House of Folk leadership hardly interferes with the manager of the club. This is a manager who knows exactly what is happening. And I don't believe that anyone at all in management, now we don't have a board, apart from Togbe and the managing director, we don't have a board. But I don't believe at the moment anyone at all in management would like to interfere the work that the coach is doing at the moment. I don't believe.
Welcome to 102.7 FM.
Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu, former board member at the Accra of Folk, and Odin Sem Atuja at the Afa Abubakar Watara, coach at the Accra of Folk. Captain, Mamintiwe.
I think there's some kind of spot on there. To be honest with you, House of Folk, Tamana, or more trying some best selected. That's about what point a coach to take over from the last coach, you know. It took them some time because now they were looking for a certain aspect some things to be a coach, you know, everybody on board. Because now, so much suffer our coaching, either say a white coach or now issues we have no call like Matic. Now supporters were not happy with him. Now Omaye no call. Nobody just forgotten the name. The last one you buy, or also. I say, or by or started say Koopman hope room. All of a sudden, that team no performance no. Nkoye at the point in time, no, he was having issues with the technical director here and there. Now, no, so Oma Sakino. So we House of Folk, we club of it's a House of Folk. Now, these are two coaches I'm avoiding. There are a lot of others. You can't say mention it. Never be brave. So we call pay coach. So transi. Now we think beyond say the amount for expected. Now I point a coach out in a bar. If you say way there, but cover all those aspects now or expecting now. If it is a one, you needed a coach or that experience. Oh, in game, a do baby, an experience no will be brought to bear. You need a coach or a disciplinarian. Or be making sure say the players no or more discipline level no ebe kosro. You need a coach or a motivator. Or be bringing the best out of the players no. And the coach will push the players to get the best out of you. And so we share Watara for those who money no any penny CV. Any baby away Juma or take all those boxes. And they Seminsra in our local league here. But not sure say there's a coach obetuma measure to Ouattara in terms of pedigree. So say if such a coach now say has a sufferance or the name ba amna ba I think say in Ouattara you've gotten that coach. In terms of discipline, Ouattara is one of those coaches excuse my word, no nonsense coach. Say none of the players all have to focus able to me get up now or try say you're bigger than the coach and for that obey the ope. No, NC. What I say? Oh, NC under him. Two is one coach that or the small details, the smaller details our game say oh yeah Juma he will push you. It is a me kapa Ouattara coach Ouattara coach would say Jose Mourinho in his prime time no.
Hey.
What I say was say Jose Mourinho in his prime time no. A coach he doesn't joke with indiscipline. He doesn't joke with getting the best out of players.
We kakra wa check ya wo ana.
Over check some is a coach I Ghana that mean no more and I'm checking my head see be
Ouattara to say Mourinho.
And you know, but my like him say or sa ne money be.
Okay.
In our local your territory no or sa ne money be. So he's a motivator. That is why he has to focus ever caught in a game against his Waterman. A venue many including all of us believe we say a difficult venue. And one second factor
last season we knew.
Yes, last season we knew, but it wasn't the same as this. Last season that goalkeeper mistake we are or but aside that no, now Max cannot do ni ho. And me no ya adwene say this season Waterman team no is stronger than last season's team. So even when has folk played them in Accra, make either the only go Kashala share a difficult game 1-0 anomunya. So that Max Okonodu factor has always been there. It will go aside that coach no na say that team no. Now one venue and you have to favorite venue. Our team no venue. So in the game no that team na first goal against House of Foka for a year. One team in winning away. So don't talk about share the first no about it. You see the point? But House of Folk able to me a call. Now all of a sudden, coach I want you my team at first half. Now it's what your mind and I was through. Then they go coach the transfer who said no. This is the tactics. I said I'm tricking the tactics kakra. Without making a change. But the same players no are tricking the tactics no. Because first now Obo I say we play kakra now let's play through the middle. No I took it that or took it and I won't buy under 5 minutes in the second half no attacker. Now Omasa go further to score. And Alain said House of Folk in the second half could have scored more than 2 goals. You see the point? So it tells you what I'm talking about. Say he's that motivator or requesting for the small details of the game. The over team or more. I think say Dr. Nyahota Mokolo the players' confidence is coming back. So this is some of the things that has here because much so far than say lately coaching home or by Fakrana Japan ni by any MFI who also work one by also place Momano player coach Bakuba say what indulging in player sales. Now some of board or league just after the league then now be say after Unya resort supporters management now Omakabum near now we have so we coach na bana share Ouattara in terms of experience or was seeing Sankophone because of teams when no my juma. This is a coach on it work normally teams big teams in Africa juma Tipe Mezembe and Rems. So he's seen a lot of players we are bigger. So what did they buy this time now we expect to say Sanyama who ye say biba I will side with say Obel to some extent say if you be too early someone for started hip praises. But then Taka say car you come mechanical free. You know the difference. Where does the car you come car driver na isi accelerator so. You do a so breaker or who pot or break. You need the free ni bi. So who say overhead you go graph so obe bi. So clearly Oba we hit the ground running. And with the training now it done and upon me canon or FM say I was with Zakito near tour. And Zakito has been critical on House of Coaching. But I'm sure Ouattara mobile match at that time. Or her training are no akwa dia we no training ya no bit ma save house of folk also on one breath and make that statement to say if is the watara any house of folk omo chemistry no ebe fa
on supporters no
house of folk supporters omo chemistry no ebe fa so if I should push you there na hu ya kan ye then Zakuto hu ya ode kan ye
Enyoma na house supporters pe no nso pe
atiro e do na me hwe no baby why adwuma and experience and san nyama akre hu no me hu say no dear Dr. Nyawotomo Klokan oye that match ba ko no coaches ni bi but he's an established and the good thing is that those house of folk all the time they were saying that they were looking for a local coach so now people say that question is what kind of a local coach in house of folk pay local coach is that up there so at the point in time I'm for say Max Okno do you on the go boy and I'm for liking say I say linking say if a local coach there aside coach Bashir Hofoda e buy am for say age wise no don't free say MC2 no local coach be don has epe at the point in time coach Prosper Nate Ogum Edin Bamu then Wabakotoko so enya adwuma at the point in time people were talking about house of going back for even Max coach Samuel Bodu which I believe that was not a connection and faye. So we were wondering where local coach no. Me I kept pushing the house of folk people that are me closer with. And people show almost say yes, they will go for a local coach.
Okay.
So when they got Watara and when the CV and Nema Waya, then one will say yes, they've gotten that local coach now. Even though Ivorian, but then only Ghana for the true economy fee every time. And kana kotoko penny back no watch them maybe obtain ye any nipa no no side up so they've gotten that coach say if it will continue like I only hope and pray say or also enco join that near man that coach is be bar how to have the folks say is on free say we ban so mu nya result now then they start say omo epeje omo abati na for issue about I only hoping say obe bringing experience to bear na afa but what news be am dey man answer na aba no house of folk henceforth my own producers in the aba omo game nyama bodo baba Sports Stadium until Accra Sports Stadium be ready okay at the house enko sugar company beam starting from next game against Bofuakwa on Sunday no on mebo afifiro ko game be home game be bono at baba Sports Stadium
demo get results ni bia ni o
demo get results Watara ni bomu ana
okay omo demo na omo ye one of their year no musiki omo se go ko pe ono bia ko bia we
bas
to mu hu ndia
mko games o
ibe makowe
ani makowe enti abas mo abojuma
na se abo abas mo abas
mo abojuma because team dey omo da ko we but abas mo e ba ma records team pack any mo omo so we how am ko yin
ade ro jane wo so
and wo so kwa ati abas me ya se kan ya le ati
esa demonstration e so abafaso
pa
Mamenti abafo tum se Watara hwehwamo ye se de ne si abro ba ne de
jibo enim na no aduru
muni Watara no aduru
enim na no aduru won go back no mko he free kotoko cooking first and no working first no kotoko boy na nyina ye she no
anu ye kinfesa
se ya ka say nyina Watara Ghana hada o local coach o ga o ba system no ni bibia me first say am ti say ni mi aba me ka say oni bibia bi because ene na ye adwuma and ye na no aduru enim de be ka no a ye be tia no kromo a
oni bibia bi no no mo ye dai
it's me pejam kam catch a time abusam say tum bia na wonim me say me onim bibia bi
ebi ne de
it's the onim bia no wa sha sha any house for fans no so we go so any house for no house supporters ne pe no enu abi no so pe and ye na e kire no krom ha and ye nim na chi wade so etu oba sha obia ye de be ka no
na supporters ye don pe
monim na chi wade
kasia pa Watara jibo ko supporters ntie ono ni coach Andre has what the Mabeguru so yensem. Ye nim na no aduro pa ene ka kire omo so ni bibia bi ye omo sha se build the confidence woni mu. Abas bet na Friday na numero ye de AK47 brone e ho esere. Maso afre kakra bi anka kire. But ono office obetimi ase.
Na mama frem aso.
Ye pe no ye kire ni ntam ebobu ntam ye pe krom a. Obi ya no wa kire krom ya no na nam ani wa ya adwuma. Wo ye soro. Omo musuo no suo ntia kɔrɔkɔ supporters kɔ ma kuma to yam.
Ndokwa de ano mo ma no ted omo ne ebu omo.
Femodi se minim na me kan. Femodi bia
ana ko ntokwa ebeba so a. Omo ya no ma no odin no. Omo ne ka bo. I like that vibe.
Ani sa ma no odin abuni pa o.
Ndu du bo bi.
Utimi kasabu boma. Bosu apeni pa fi ebevi ko de ma hwe obepra o no ko. Patwe de nya kasa hujibo. Yenim no. And opeso ye wo ha bia, ba bi opeso owura bia yenim.
Do be so chese watara to operations ase.
Oh, sir, na house we dey tire mo frame as no ko adurura. Enu ran so mo hye wote asema anyuma na mo tu. Watara she ma so ko aduma. Dey tire no mo to sa.
Omuntimi hye no.
Na ade ni timi ma so.
Eti yen.
Na watara powerful.
Eti yen ye betimi na se ma so ya so de na se nkofre.
Kofre
ne ka che se ma sa de we na timi na no ano no.
Na de mu de na chiwa de aka.
Ye de aka no. Papa je nnan ho.
Eno mo bofo ba ha de se na ma sata ma na no.
So ma saba.
Aha. Omo ba no dwane. Ele league no so omo be mu anu no.
O so omo ba ha be point.
Aha, teze won twem obi me kan kire mo asa.
Yes park ne ye dia. Ye di ka che supporters say this is your home match ni kwa che di agro. E di so obi ba ha, e se dane no. Ye park ne animu ne akire.
Enne pa ba si.
Ye no saka ni diwa.
Shaka ni diwa.
Sole. Wa ye kwansi na hane ha. Wa ye osipofie na meko. Otu ana hana de. Otu ana ha ba hana pe.
No mutiro mbedo ma hu Sole.
Aha, chire be chiro mu mo papa bi hwe. Sole. No omo diwa o kwansi bi o duru de eden a. Kwansi na animu no wa ni aye fe ne sen. Diwa na achi. A chire so diwa achi. Na saka anim. Etu otua
owini
otu ya na diwa ba na saka bofu sa
on se ni mu ni eche nyo de yo no
no ano de wini later no wu yo ko fa no se kaya kwa mi ni o sese mi anu bi ne be baba yara omo bobo pe ni adane park no mu bi e bobo pe ni adane no ye be je ni ma o pom san ko so kwa kope ye lak na ya no baba ya emprim obi amese no etie ye ka che ko supporters obi anka na come antu ni am de di ka beginning ni se ye match se bobo baba yara this season ni kwa se 1 point cry lusu ha.
How supporters ni bisi komo watara nka kotokwa nsho mo.
Ani omunjai kan. Omunjai kan pra.
Coach Bena no coach kotokwa ha hye omo phone no. Yes watara call ya na sa coach ni ba. Ebomens.
Debe nyebomens.
Local coach.
What mechanism makacho. Oh. Enye coach Dake. Dake. Yeah.
Na watara ko e hwan ba.
Ono ane ba.
Nti watara ko e.
So no an assistant coach.
No an assistant.
I no be take you. Nti watara and me catch e ko house supporters ye na ye dwuma. Ye nim ni pa. Eti obi anka na wo gya na o ma so ne de. Omo de na omo afi. Omo de na omo mpredwa ye. Omo anto omo nyom. Fichire. Na omo betwen a. Ye be kire omo se efiru a ho. Watara ne na ye dwuma obe ye dwuma o kimfo se. Ebra wa asiasi on the on frɛ watara bench or tell can face nyina ni nyina etwa no yemfa Alhaji Jimmy baby obi ya me fa ne crancy former team manager
Alhaji Jimmy
on the night office on the na bibi anti eduru a de ese posade fa na ni so gina can face Alhaji aya that team manager of course can face ya ne na anti house what there
I to me her usuro me her body language usuro
misuro
uzo watara
dabi
ena ato kasa tenten
dabi insuru ba ko rajibu
na wo nse na some de be no wo kan
o masema
teme na mbuza na asem
obusa no
question watara once be 3 days wo so wo asema de bai
watara asem as one na asori ye dede ya nya watara because we di kan ja wo kra ha supporter bia no oni watara o ipo abas kra no oni watara papa be be kan wa na toto o mu to bo first what o win
ba obaja to so ma for good coach.
Oh, you're a good coach. Why is Razak? Why is a golden boy Razak?
Why is Razak?
Why is Razak? Why is a
Razak what to say?
Why is Karim Zitu? On coach is not me born with him.
What to say?
Why is Atu Poku? Why is Maso Kradu?
I'm inform.
The American say, Yenina Yaduma, it's in Nanodu.
Hey! Ade achu ye no obema libera ba o na ashimi sa ba signi had no
abazo so otia na achi was so tired that they over.
Kakra me dey betu ane say.
O dey meba also, don't worry. Enye na be say odi watara nkomo ni bi.
Ba die wi.
Enti wonya aka watara
mo supporters bupu omuti kura.
But ade ba ko omuti bupu. From baby am tie no, dey me won say.
Tune ni fi ni o.
Obi a nim ni bibia de Jibo, enye hu. Say has ade betimi abo has sponsor second o mo ne be bo a. De omo de ye omo foreign coach no mo pam no. Ye no mbobo omo si broni ntimi ntino mo bench omo fa kwa bia so ema ha supporters ni coach training ground kiki om ko ni free or different coach ba omo be share no omo pe duro omo nye bi na omo do no abade a ene ma betu okuru mo
Zach ne ba fo me je wan dey kan ba
Jibo born again Muami Kevin Osesibi mi wa
Osesibi dey
Kevin Osesibi
dey
has a folk defender no yeah.
How's he?
Send Wepra. Yeah, and this is how Hasselhoff welcome him back. A new branded Hasselhoff just.
I saw no man name new captain.
I be see the captain and not
no, but I saw because of Wepra.
Okay, fine.
Osesibe is the new captain.
No, but and Kamepe.
He's the new captain.
Kamepe because that guy has something in him. I think say the new captain Hasselhoff has made the right decision.
Your man back pass or have me second goal.
Yeah.
Me and your points, no. Yanji your home points, because supporters.
This is how they are welcoming him back. Also, pray now until for some time, not more ball man has, and this is how Hasselhoff are welcoming Kevin Osesibe back into the team. I think say we recover. One on a nice boot branded in with his name on it, and a has. Well, that one I don't know. I know my home. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The has
Puma has a Nike down. I know Puma one down.
Nike na down. But Nike that boot na gasa home.
Puma.
Sir. Oh, okay. Okay. And yeah. This is it. Jibo, game na here no Saturday and Sunday no enra. I want to train there. I think as I say, my coach in Kakra.
Watara.
Yes. You to me who say, Coach, if you be with team, and I say, or Nisa, say, or the Nisa, I should team be more or ye Juma. But clearly, you can also see, say, Onim players no years, and so he's trying to get to know them the more. And I'm sure, say, Obetu Tuaso. Aye experimentations na then ebia almost 5 matches in year no maybe I know pick a good side at least obenya a solid first 11 first 18 na which means afi no wa pick squad or the bobo na afi obetima say a certain game the ama omo patrons of the game any particular house of supporters but even that what Kakra he's churning out results. So obinya hu team say nwie na say odinya this kind of results and also put up this performance e kire wo say otiminya a full hands or a full grips on his team he will deliver more. Clearly the game against RTU, yes, obeja to say RTU had their own issues, but in football the moment mube you ready say mbe kwakwo ball no say you prepare your mind very well and say sakimu here. Sometimes which means Emma resource, and even out to you at a point, they were giving something, but obviously when we say no man na koso or camp for a period of time, and when the man who say na no show kakra, but at the end you better to say Watara bibi no against Inswatreman in the first half it was clear Inswatreman were a bit or slightly on top of House of Folk. But otimi but for that error from number 3 no
Corsa Dennis Corsa.
But for that error no though no Satraman air body but na bebe na go ni be fiaba and to say Corsa committees are blanda no clearly a player of his caliber the standard no be when opportunity akọ Black Stars ni sa no that the way he dealt with the ball and yes and esenko or no and yes there are so many ways ɛsɛ wotimi either sɛ ɔka obi anum sɛ wɔyɛ left footed player sɛ na ball no baa no so at that no na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde ne na left no control but not within saa 18 yard box no woyɛ saa ɛnya de a problem abɔkɔ akɔfa aba na ɔkɔfa baayɛ no enti for me kakra watala ɛyɛ adwuma no